Okay, I know me and Kate have talked about this, but I would have to say, for how we first meet, the first time I remember hearing who Katie was and like seeing her was when I came home from to my apartment one night, and my roommate told me that there was at least 2 girls in the ward that I was excited to hear. I was like single, and one of those was Katie. So that's when I first saw who she was and heard her name. And then the first time we actually met though and spent time together was when we went to the haunted straw maze. Our first date was going to the high school play of White Christmas. It was fun. Our first kiss. This was great. For me, I'd probably say when it happened was at the perfect timing. For Katie, it probably happened a little bit later than it should have. But it happened very good. Very well thought out in the 20 minutes leading up to it. And it happened at the little, we drove there the other day, it's not there anymore, but there's this little ice fountain thing on top of the hill during winter. Apparently there's nothing there anymore. There's not even a pipe, so I don't know where it came from, but that's where it happened. That was me. I remember that was a funny day because Katie was really scared because we had this really fun date. And I wanted to tell her then, and it was never the right moment or anything, and so that night, I texted her before I fell asleep saying there was something I wanted to talk to her about, and I didn't have time to, so I wanted to be sure to talk to her the next day. And so I was excited. I thought that was a hint, but she took it as a hint that I wanted to break up with her. And so the next day she was super stressed, and I felt like this is super weird. Like, should I even tell her anymore? Like, yeah, well, it's still true, so I should probably tell her. And so I told her that I loved her, and she freaked out because she thought, well, she didn't freak out, sorry. She was very calm. I was like, oh, thank you. But she thought I was going to break up, so she heard those words. She was very excited on the inside. Alright, so I'm not a picky guy. We could live anywhere and I'd be fine. I know Katie doesn't want to live anywhere in this little Mormon strip of Idaho, Utah, Arizona, or anything. Sometime before we die, that'd be ideal, because I want to live close to Boston. So I want to have at least 6. Like 6 is a minimum. I want lots of kids. They're fun. It's what you take with you. You know, your kids, your memories, your kids add to the memories. Come on. Favorite date? Oh my gosh. So, favorite date, I don't know what Katie's gonna pick. But for me, I have to say, we went ice skating right after we started dating, so before the Christmas break. And took her to Toffus Park. We got lost on our way over there. And then we ice skated and it was a lot of fun. And then right when we were leaving, we found out there was a hockey game. There was like a junior high hockey game or something happening, and so we stayed and watched the hockey game. And I got to tell her all the rules and stuff. It was a lot of fun. So and then we were able to really connect. So I really like that one. The song I listen to the most. Well, ever since my brother stole my iPod, it's been kind of hard to stick to a certain playlist. I listen to a lot of Pandora, and a lot of Coldplay radio, so probably Coldplay, Kingdom Come. But I do wake up to Let Her Go every day. It's probably one of those. Favorite game? I do love Monopoly Deal. I think it's so fun. That's probably my favorite card game. Board game I like playing Sorry. Man. My favorite place to hang out, man, just somewhere just chill. Like a home. It could be a house, it could be an apartment, but just somewhere where everyone can just come relax. There are games to play, or you can watch a movie, you can just eat and talk. But it's somewhere where it can be very chill. And still have people there, but it's still private. There's not people just like going in and out like you're sitting in an ice cream shop or something like that. think of Katie. That's true. I like Katie in dresses. I don't really know if I'd pick out like which one's my favorite. Cause I think one's my favorite that I see like in a new dress, which she's probably worn before, but also I don't know, take time to really focus in on it. So I'm like, whoa, it's new. It might not be. So I'm gonna say just which wears like dresses. I think she would totally throw away my socks. She does not like my socks. And probably all my Canada stuff. She makes fun of me. Except for the Oiler hoodie she bought for me. I don't think she'd throw that away. Oh, we actually talked about this like 3 weeks ago or something on our way back from somewhere. And there's not really like a song we've had for like a moment, you know, or something in our relationship happened that song's linked to. But we decided on what our song should be that we're gonna dance to at our wedding. And she knows the name of it. I'm horrible with titles. But it's the one that's like, you know, I love all your curves and all your edges. Stuff like that. That song.
That was a good line.
Oh, yeah. That's embarrassing. All your perfect imperfections. That's another line in there. My looks. Not really. I'd be pretty low on the totem pole. I might not have much to offer if that was it. What does she like the most about me? I kind of like this. Talked about this too. I think but she sees me as an example, I guess. So I don't really know what I can pinpoint that to, but I think that's my favorite thing about her. Just that favorite thing about me to her, that she can look up to me as an example. My favorite thing about Katie is that she is super, like, it's the first thing that stood out to me. Talking to her that night at the straw maze, hearing her like bear her testimony and stuff at church, was like how determined and like strong-willed she was about things that were like important to her. The things like she could be very tolerant of people and very kind and accepting of people, but she knows what's important to her and she makes that known and doesn't like give. The nicest thing that I've done for Katie, I think it's just hearing her out, just when she needs to talk about whatever is on her mind or when she's stressed, and just try to think about what she needs more than what really is going on in my life. The nicest thing Katie's ever done for me. I really thought it was cool for my birthday when she had bought those Oiler hoodies I had no idea about, and then we came and just made breakfast at my apartment. She's probably done a lot more like nicer things as far as like doing something special for me, but that one just stands out a lot because it was a lot of fun. I came at a good time. Waiting. It's about all I got going on with that. Making sure I look the way she's imagining it and all her plans. Other than that, I'm not too scared. I think it's because it hasn't really hit me on what my part is in all of this. So I don't really know what I should be freaking out about, what's coming. Wow, everything. She's been stressed talking to her mom about this, even before now. I think her biggest thing she's just stressing over is making sure it all just comes together. She's already stressing about it when it's 5 months away. But make sure everything's like, on time with everything. So I think it's mainly just everything coming together and ending up being the way she's always dreamed about it, pictured, and making everyone happy. Everyone enjoys it. Well, I know Katie already considers me a Superman. I had to consider myself as one. Superman's not a bad pick. My favorite would probably be like Spider-Man, because he was a guy that was just normal, and then, you know, he was kind of, people didn't look at him for anything. He was kind of just in the back, but he was a nice kid, you know, so he still did like everything he thought was to be right and stuff. But as soon as he was given that opportunity, when he had these superpowers, he just went for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't spend all his time thinking about, should I just keep this hidden? Should I hide it from everybody? Maybe everyone would freak out that I'm some kind of alien. He was like, you know what? People need help. I'm gonna go help them. So, Spider-Man.
That was your most in-depth answer of this whole
I didn't know I was supposed to go more in depth with it. I was like, oh.